Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Justin Howard. This is my son, Memphis, and this is The Southern, where once a week we'll attempt to talk to a martial artist from across the Southeast.
As he said, I'm Memphis Aaron. I'm a local kickboxer, and I want to be interviewing him today. So, with your new gym that you're making, that we're in right now, how's it coming along?
Oh, man, it's going great. So, if you don't know, Southern Boxing Combatives, we're going to open on Monday, the 18th of May, right here in Summerdale, Alabama. Come check it out. We're going to have a high focus on striking in our school. And that's going to be the goal moving forward to help kind of facilitate some of the gyms that are already in the area.
All right, with the new gym, do you ever intend to come back to MMA with your retirement in September?
So everybody knows I walked away from MMA last September. Haven't been on the wrestling mats or doing much jiu-jitsu lately. I've had to focus on boxing and coaching. With a primary focus on coaching and management right now, there's always a chance. There's always a chance to come back to MMA. I talk daily with the guys over at Island Fights and Will Covington, Dean Toole. If you haven't ever made an Island Fight show, they got one at the Hard Rock on May 22nd. Make sure you check that out. And then, the phone's always ringing. So I never say never. There's a lot of great shows here in the Southeast, CFC, Impact, Bayou, Combat Night. So you never know when you might find old Mr. Hyde making a return, a rerun, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. And speaking of CFC, their 155 MMA champ recently was saying some stuff online. And how do you feel about Cody Shelton?
Well, that ain't recent, and everybody kind of knows how I feel about Cody Shelton. If you ain't looked at our Facebooks in the past 5 years, he's been calling me out through both of my retirements, and we've been spatting back and forth. I'm not going to say I'm innocent in it because, I've called him out a couple of times. I don't know. He turned me down in January. He had some stuff going on, some personal business, and that's life. But here recently, he was doing an interview with Bear Hill. He's getting ready to fight, or Cody's getting ready to fight this weekend against another guy that all shout outs to Josh Grice because I fought him myself. He's a tough dude, but I think we all know he ain't got no business fighting for a title. He called me out. We'll see. I ain't heard anything from the promoter yet. So if Jason Sanderson sends me a contract, we'll discuss some numbers. We'll see if it makes sense. No, you know me, I fight for money.
With that, I know you have some up and coming MMA fighters. For example, Roy, who just transitioned from being a 2-promotion champion in kickboxing to a 1-promotion champion for MMA for Island Fights in the recent show.
Oh man, as far as Roy Watson goes, he's a coach's dream, man. He gets better every day. He's always in the gym. He's in the gym when you don't want him to be in the gym. He's in the gym so much. Anytime you got a student, you're having to pull the reins back. It's great. His evolution over the past 3 years has been amazing. He went from a kid that liked to stand right in front of you and throw punches to a 20-year-old man that's going to be trouble for anybody. As he transitions into MMA, his grappling has evolved faster than anybody I've ever seen in 6 months. And a lot of that goes to show true credit to Pat Scherf down at 10th Planet Gulf Shores. If y'all are in the area, make sure you check out the Daywalker. Pat Scherf at 10th Planet Gulf Shores. So, sky's the limit for Roy. I don't know where that limit is, but I know we're gonna take it slow. We're gonna take our time. We're gonna turn him into a killer, and we're gonna go find it one day at a time.
Yep. And with Roy and another one of your MMA fighters, Elijah Dill, who recently got injured, which is sad. But how do you think they progressed over the past few years that they've been training under you and other coaches?
So as people walk into the gym, out of 20-something people that walk into a gym say they want to be an MMA fighter, you're going to get 2. And they're both a coach's dream. Even with completely contrasting styles, one's a wrestler that's going to control you and dominate the fight and really pressure you for 12 minutes at a time and just smother you, as opposed to Roy, who's looking for something flashy. He's looking to knock somebody out. He wants to fight. And he's willing to fight through those transitions, and he's not as big on control. They both have the attributes that every coach wants. They show up on time. They're at the gym. They train every day, even when you're telling them to stop. They eat healthy. They behave. They're never getting in trouble in the streets, and they don't let what they do outside the gym get in the way of what they do in the gym. So, sky's the limit for both of them. Can't wait to see what they do in the future.
All right. Thank you all for tuning into the Southern. Catch me next week with Roy Watson and his